and I just want to address a little bit of drama, addressing the hate, as it were. Wow. We are coming towards the end of season 2 of Alfie's Agriculture. Oh my god. That is the most glorious looking pumpkin. Hello everyone, welcome back to Alfie's Agriculture. We are back at the allotment. Obviously last week's video was the hike that we did with the original crew from Ben Nevis and 2 extra guests, which was a great trip. If you haven't watched the video, I'm not going to spoil it. Definitely go and watch it. That was posted last Sunday. But we're back at the allotment today, and we're just checking up on how everything's been, because it's been a while since I've been here. And first of all, I want to check the pumpkins, because Halloween's coming up, and I'm really hoping that they're orangey yellow pumpkin colour. Is a pumpkin orange or yellow? I think it's orange. You know. Well, I suppose there's different varieties, but I would say the most famous pumpkin is orange. But I have seen like yellowy ones, pink ones. Obviously mine have been green the whole time, which is usual, but let's hope they've matured and gone to orange. So let's find out. Oh my god. That is the most glorious looking pumpkin. I mean, not the size of it, but the colour. Oh! Look at that. That one over there. It's almost fully orange. It's still got some green patches on it. That one over there. Pretty green as well. I mean, the one behind it is pretty much completely green, but it's a good sign. Oh yeah, I almost forgot this one down here. That one's also like completely green. So they're definitely maturing at different rates, but they're doing well. I'm going to check this one out because it looks like it's pretty much ready. Obviously I'm not going to disconnect it yet, but yeah, I want to definitely see what it looks like close up. So I'm going to just jump over the wall of the cornhouse real quick. Oh dear. Oh dear, it looks like something's eating that. Oh god. Alright, that's not good. Something's having a little nibble on the pumpkin. Or what I'm going to have to do then is disconnect the pumpkin and take it away from here, because obviously something's having a meal in there. So I'm going to have to chop the pumpkin off the stem and move it away, and hopefully it will still stay good before Halloween. But with that open hole in it, it's unlikely. It's probably going to start rotting away. So that's not great. Alas, I suppose I can... Some people do decorate their house a few weeks ahead of time for Halloween, so maybe I'll just carve that one up quick and just leave it outside until Halloween, and then swap it out for the other ones at the time. But yeah, we'll see. In other news, we are going to be finishing the cornhouse at some point soon. Obviously, it's naked, and the reason I haven't finished the sidewalls yet is so I've got more of these shiplap feather edge boards. But they're not long enough, so they need to be, I believe, 1.2 meters, because that's the distance between each upright post. But the ones I've got aren't. They're a little bit shorter, or half that. But I've got plenty of them, but they're just too short. So what I'd have to do is put some extra uprights in halfway between each post, so then instead of being 1.2 meters, then it needs to be 60 centimeters, which would then mean I've got absolutely loads of wood for it. I got so much of it. I got a massive pile of it, but I currently don't have the pieces of wood that I'd need for the upright posts between the current posts, so I'm not able to do that yet. And then I'd also need to find some metal mesh as well, which is surprisingly expensive. You'd be surprised. For a roll of it, it'd be like 60 quid, which is crazy work just for a bit of wire. Wow. But don't fear, that will be completed. Obviously we want to use it next season, and if it's all ready to go by spring next year, that is going to be so useful. I mean, imagine that. It's going to be impenetrable by birds, but then we'll be dealing with slugs. I'm predicting it already. Slugs are going to be the biggest problem in that next year. But obviously, with that said, we are coming towards the end of season 2 of Alfie's Agriculture, and what a journey it has been. I mean, we have made so much progress this season. We got the polytunnel up. We're redoing pretty much the whole plot. We've redone the patio in front of the cornhouse. We're redoing the cornhouse. We're redoing the pathways between all the beds, and obviously the end area. We've reground sheeted all of that, making a flower bed there. We've started work on the compost bins. Obviously we repaired the one that was broken, but we need to go through the compost, I think, with like a sieve. So I might use some of that mesh stuff that I was talking about, and make a sieve, so then I can do a shovel load at a time, shake the sieve, and then all the, you know, the small bits fall into the compost bin, and the larger bits that are like large chunks of wood, they can just go on a pile to be burned at some point, and then once they're ash, they can go in the compost bin, because they're taking way too long to break down into compost. Obviously we got the IBC tank from Kian's plot, so we've got large water storage, and I do need to get around to fixing up the guttering system on the shed, because the backside of it currently isn't even connected to the tank, so we're not actually getting as much water as we could be, especially over this rainy season when it's, you know, going to be most useful, because that's when we get most of the rain to actually collect and use over the summer. So I'll definitely need to do that soon as well. But obviously with the end coming up, there's going to be a little bit of a quiet period between now and the start of next season, which is always sad. It is a time of less activity at the plot and not much changes, but that is how it is, isn't it? That is allotmenting. You'll come here a lot during the summer and the hotter months, because not only is it nicer weather, but that's also when a lot needs to be done to keep your plants alive and stuff like that. But alas, it is a great time for me to look back on the year. Obviously I'll start making the second year at the allotment video, which I believe will be a great hit with you guys. I mean, the first year at the allotment video did absolutely amazing, and it brought in so many new people, and it brought back so many returning viewers as well. So I know that you guys are definitely going to enjoy the 2 year at the allotment video as well. So I'll definitely get started on that real soon. And then coming in for third year, I mean, you know, that would be a great time for me to sort of restyle maybe the format of the videos. You know, it's just a great time to try new things at the start of a new season. So I'm definitely obviously going to be researching what's successful in this demographic to bring you the best content for season 3. And also, for those of you that watched a few weeks ago, or a few months ago now, oh my god, time flies, Kian may be having some big news for his plot coming up. It's a secret little thing in the works, a secret little project that we've had, you know, we're trying to get permission for, so we'll see if that comes to fruition. If not, I've just hyped you up for nothing, I'm so sorry. But if it does, it's going to be huge, and season 3 will most certainly be the biggest season yet, and that's saying something because we've done a lot this year. But with that said, I think now is a time, you know, where obviously, yeah, like I said, the plot is slowing down, there's a lot less to do, and there will be less content coming out over the following weeks. But season 3 in December, that will be very exciting indeed. And I just want to address a little bit of drama, addressing the hate, as it were. No, I wouldn't say it was hate, but there were some doubters, to say the very least, at the start of the season. When I built the polyhouse, the polytunnel thing, a lot of people said, no, that's not going to last the season, that thing is going to fall down so quick. Well, to you, I have to say, who's laughing now? Yeah, no, the polyhouse has been absolutely fine. Obviously, I appreciate the concern from you guys who said it wouldn't last, but it has been absolutely fine. It's you know, it's just as fine as it was when I built it. It's nice and taut, somewhat, and it's still nice and hot in there as well. It's working very well as a polyhouse. So if you were looking to do a similar sort of thing where you take a polytunnel cover but then build your own frame for it, I'd say give it a go. Just do your research beforehand, because if you do make some holes in the polyhouse cover, you can't reverse that. So definitely do your research and plan out your build before you get started on it, because I made some mistakes that are there and I can't undo them. But either way, the polyhouse is working perfectly and it's still in great condition, and it survived the season. So to all the polyhouse haters, yeah, you suck. No, I'm joking, you don't, you're great. Thanks for the concern. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to grab that pumpkin and rescue it. But other than that, the rest of them can be left to, you know, mature a little bit more before Halloween. So hopefully they're all nice and orange by the time we carve them. which will be a video coming soon, so be excited for that. We're going to do a communal carving contest. But as always, if you do want to support the channel, you can head to the Amazon wishlist in the description, where there's a lot of things that I think will be useful for the plot. And if you do decide to purchase one of these, it will get delivered to me, and you can also write a little note which will come on a paper slip, and obviously I can unbox that on a video, which has always been a lovely thing to do, and it's very heartwarming when you guys do that. Or you can go to the merchandise store and get yourself some apparel for your allotment, such as one of these beanies, which are keeping my ears nice and I was going to say nippy, but warm. They're keeping them warm, not nippy. The opposite. It's a very cold day today. Obviously, it's getting to winter, but I'm toasted in this thing. It's great. Alternatively, there's polos, mugs, and a new hoodie as well, which is nice quality embroidered hoodie. So take a look if you're interested. Consider supporting via the merchandise. But without further ado, ciao ciao for now.